Welcome to my Pyramid Sim 2 devlog. This is an update to my Pyramid Sim game, which is currently available to download and play for free. And when Pyramid Sim 2 is ready, it will be available to download and play for free, and the link will be in the description. I'm getting the game ready for packaging now, and this is the transparent pyramid, but I'm not going to use this on this map. I'm going to change this back to the normal materials on this map, but this is how I'm getting it ready for packaging. Right now, I'm just making some improvements, mostly to the materials and the lighting. I also made some changes to the model on this mesh for the King's antechamber. It used to be two meshes, one for the top and one for the floor. I changed this into just one mesh, and on the entrance to the subterranean chamber, this mesh in red. This was too long, so I shortened it, and hopefully I've got this length correct now. I try to get most of my measurements from Wikipedia, but I got these measurements from another website, so hopefully I got this right now. So on the Sphinx, I modified the Sphinx, tried to make it look a little more realistic. I made these curves on the body here. And then on the head, I made the head a little more realistic. And I made the head so that the player can climb up on the head now. And I'll show how that looks. Okay, now I'm on top of the head of the Sphinx. I also modified the game so you can now adjust the volume on the sound effects as well as the music. So hopefully I'll be ready to package and release this soon. This is the web page on itch.io for Pyramid Sim 2. And it's not released yet, but when it's released, this will be the web page. I wanted to go over a few things on this web page. I wanted to go over the features that are new in Pyramid Sim 2 from the Pyramid Sim game. Every Khufu pyramid mesh has been redesigned. I made the Khufu pyramid climbable. I added a climbable sphinx. I added a transparent Khufu level. I added a subterranean pit that you can jump into. I added a subterranean dead-end corridor. I added the King's Chamber air shafts. I added the Queen's Chamber horizontal passage, which is now in the middle of the stairs, like it is supposed to be. I added the Queen's Chamber notch. I added the Queen's Chamber air shafts, and I added a grand gallery with corbel walls. And this is a complete list of everything that has changed. And I want to go over some possible features for Pyramid Sim 3 if I ever release another version, which I'm not sure if I will or not. But if I do, I was thinking I could add some of these new features, not all of them, but maybe some of them. I might add a speedrun game. So I might right now it's just a walking sim, but I was thinking I could turn this into a game where you could the game would be that you collect items from certain rooms, like there'd be an item each of the chamber. You have to collect all the items and then get out to a certain area, and then the game is how fast you could collect those items. I could add the internal structure for the Khafre pyramid. The Khafre pyramid is the second largest pyramid, and I looked online and it looks like it has a pretty interesting internal structure, almost as good as the Great Pyramid. So I'm not sure why it's not as popular, but anyway, I could add that internal structure for that pyramid. I could add railroads and other structures to the map. If you look at the pyramid complex map, there's a road that goes through it, and there's are other structures on the outside of the pyramid. And I could try to add some of those. Probably not everything, but I could try to add some of it. I could update the Sphinx to look more realistic. I could fix the pyramid corners to make them walkable. The corners right now they're okay, but the way they're formed right now, you can't easily walk from one side to the other side. So I could probably try to fix that. Um, the character has a torch that it can carry, but there's no fire, so I could add fire to the torch, and that might look neat to have the character carrying a torch with fire while it's going through the pyramid. That could look good. I could add the well shaft and grotto. The well shaft, I think it goes from the grand gallery down to the subterranean chamber, and it's kind of very steep, almost horizontal in some areas. So I'm not sure whether it would be very fun or not, but I could add the robber's tunnel. Again, I'm not sure if that would be much fun or not. And there's a new chamber they found, and they got to look at what it looks like, but they don't know if there's any way to get to the new chamber. But I could add it somehow. I'm not sure how I would have the character get in there, but I could add the new chamber. They know what it looks like on the inside and the dimensions and so forth. So if you have any ideas for a Pyramid Sim 3 for new features, please leave them in the comments because I'd like to hear about them.